Oh, dizzy. Hello, welcome back. My name's Andrew, or Andy, whichever you prefer. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. And by the time you're watching this, of course, hope you had a great week. As you saw in the last video, we got the steps sorted out in that house. We got them all just working now, so you can walk up and down. Now, everything we do going forward is all about the finishing. So it means we can clear out all the junk that's in that house that we'll be using, all the timber and so on, and we'll have a fresh start in there. Now, we had that rain, and that meant that we had to just change things around a little bit, the ordering. But now we got the sun out. I want to go back up onto the roof. So James and I tomorrow are going to start on the flat roof at the front, and we're going to get those glass bricks in. So we're going to have a window. And I'm really looking forward to that because it's been a while since I made that hole. So I'm looking forward to that. But in the meantime, over there. So this pellet burner, I came to a grinding halt with this because I wasn't happy with the route I was taking this in with the wood that I'd cut out. It just wasn't feeling right, so I just halted, and there are other things that were more important. But I am here now. We've got to try and get this sorted out before the end of the month. So I've come up with a couple of other options, and I'm hoping one of these will work. I'll show you the first one. I guess first of all, really, I should apologise because someone is going to be waking up this morning and they're going to be missing a part from their car. No. This now is actually bigger than the window size that I need to cut out. So potentially this is one of my options. The washing machine. It's been sat there for quite a while. It was working in the last house, and as soon as I brought it here, now the sides on here are actually pretty good. The height is good, but the width isn't, unfortunately. But there are two obviously identical panels. So if there was a way of joining them together and then cutting it out, that could work. So that's going to be an option. The bonnet is a second option. Well, which one will come out triumphant? That. Hey. Well, there's quite a few pieces floating around there. Some of it will come in quite handy, but obviously I want to keep the motor and the wheel, and somewhere around here is the belt. I threw it down. I think that's it around there. And even that might come in handy for something. You never know, like a little window possibly. Nice. Right, which one? Well, so far so good. I'm glad I went with the washing machine sides on there. Went with that option first because they're flat. The curve on the bonnet may have been a bit tricky, but now again with that bonnet I can use it for something else. I'm glad I got it. But this is working. Now obviously those two join together. This one's underlapping that one by a bit, and I've got two rivets holding it in place. That's obviously going to trap water, so I need to seal that and get more rivets in. Where this is underlapping that one, I'll then get another row. Now afterwards there's a frame underneath there holding the two glass panes, and I can't get them out because it's completely fixed. So I need to make sure that I attach this to that frame as gently as possible to make sure that it's completely watertight. Once I've got the hole in there, sprayed it black, I don't think it's going to stand out at all. Good option. Oh, nice to see it black now. Makes a big difference. Just giving it a couple of coats of matte black. Tomorrow morning I'll leave it overnight and then I'll give it a clear matte lacquer. And then hopefully by the time we finish down in the village, I can come back and attach it to the bus. Good morning. Definitely not firing on all cylinders today. I'm going to do a little bit anyway. We're at this window, of course. This is the exciting part because we're going to be putting these glass bricks in. But first of all, I just want to go around all of this and get a good finish in there. And then tomorrow we'll put the bricks in. James, in the meantime, is going to carry on along where you see all the bricks all the way along there and just give that a coat. And bit by bit, hopefully, over the course of the next few days, this will start to change a little bit. But anyway, I'm really excited about getting these in, so I'll get this done first. Now, while James has been doing that, I've just been trying to work out this little area here. It's amazing. Some jobs are really easy, some jobs are fiddly, and there's no explanation half the time. I've been struggling a little bit in this section. I managed to get it all completely square, which is a good thing. Got the plastic trimming around there. And now I'm going to let this go off a little bit. Got to wait another hour maybe, and then I can try and give it a smoother finish. Everything on the inside I'm probably going to do later when we're working on the inside, because I'll have to reach over there and I don't want to go over anything that I've already put on. And when the bricks are in there, then they're not going to be in the way. First thing is to make sure that that is as good as I can get it. So we'll see. Yeah, probably not the best day to be doing this. Had to be really patient doing that. It's actually quite fiddly because it's not a very big area and I'm having to squat down to get in there. Making sure that it's all really square as well. Obviously with the bricks going in there, we don't want it looking wonky. I'm gonna let it go off now, come back tomorrow, get those bricks in there, see if we can make a big difference. Back to the bus. Good. Well, I think that's turned out as well as it could do, really. This hole, I intentionally made it a little bit bigger, got a bit of wiggle room. Once I've got these connected, hopefully I'll do that tomorrow, I can then seal around there. And I think that's going to look all right. And hopefully by Friday we'll be able to test it because it got a little bit cooler the last couple of nights. I think tomorrow it's going up again, but it's going to come down eventually, and I want to make sure that that is fully tested because especially right now I could do with being a bit warmer. Anyway, that's that done. And for everybody that was watching my video last week with the ceiling in there with the fiberglass and resin, well done to everybody who just realized I'm just having a little laugh. I do wonder sometimes whether I should pop those in my videos because from time to time when I do that, people take me seriously and start giving me advice. But it's all just a bit of fun, bit of light entertainment for me. Anyway, that's sorted out. We'll continue back at the house and get those glass bricks in tomorrow. Hello. How could I forget this? I forgot to introduce you to little Eddie. If Will gets out of the way. Hello, Eddie. Eddie, last week I happened upon him. He was dumped in the village. He'd been out on the streets on his own for 6 days. And, well, I happened to be driving past. Christina stopped me. She was trying to contact me, but I was out of signal. And put him in the car, took him home. Checked to see if he was chipped. He's not. So now he seems to be with me. A very lovely little dog, I have to say. Aren't you? You're gorgeous. Now, Eddie here, I have to be honest with you, I'm not planning on holding on to him if I can. 2 dogs is good for me, and having 3 dogs but 3 completely different sizes means when I go on my walks I got to keep track of the 3 of them, and also when I go out in the car they all like to come with me. And Eddie, he does like to run up the road after me because he can just walk straight through the fence. I will keep him if I have to, but if there's anybody watching this who doesn't live a million miles away and would love a beautiful little tame dog who's super friendly, super charming, then please do let me know, and you can take him off my hands. But if I can't find someone else, I'm not going to go any other route because I don't want to leave him off at a shelter somewhere. He can stay and play with the dogs. That's probably the best they've ever been with him. Anyway, see you in the morning. Come on in, let's go for a walk. Come on. Over here because the wind is picking up now and it's going through the speakers. The little muffler doesn't work very well, so I hope you can hear me. We've got the plastic stripping across there. Now that'll give it a nice edge, and here now is where we're going to start with the glass bricks, get these in place, and hopefully it'll go in fairly smoothly and it'll look really good. So the problem with glass bricks, of course, is it's two sides. And I can't get to it from the outside. So we're going to have to do a bit of clearing up from within. While I was putting the glass bricks in, James has been rendering the top section here. Done a really nice job on that, nice and smooth with sharp edges. And the seating area, I think he'll probably carry on with that tomorrow to get this whole section sorted out. But I think that's going to look really nice. It's been a while since we've seen any action with this rendering. Glass bricks though, very happy with how that's turned out. The last one was quite fiddly, I have to say. And it wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. I have done glass bricks before, but I struggle in this little area. But it is doing what it's supposed to do, letting light in there, which I'm pleased about. And tomorrow I'll come back and give it all a good clean. I don't want to touch it at this point in time, just in case it's a bit loose. Anyway, along the top here, I'm going to come back to that tomorrow and see if we can get that covered. In the meantime, I'm going to go back home now and I want to see if I can set up the pellet burner, or at least part of it anyway. So I'll see you in a second. Oh dear, it's just started to rain, unfortunately. Weather forecast didn't suggest that. It has been looking a little bit ominous for the last couple of hours, and the wind's been picking up as well. James obviously isn't going to be too happy if he's got any streaks going down. That rendering is just done. We'll worry about that tomorrow and keep our fingers crossed. Meantime, back here in the bus, one of the things I'm really looking forward to is inside this bus. I won't turn the camera, and the area out there has just been getting messier and messier the last couple of weeks, and I'm looking forward to clearing it all up. That's my job for the weekend. First of all, though, we've got to get this pellet burner sorted out, and you can see now I got this bit of piping just loosely fitted. I want to make sure that that's all connected to the back of the pellet burner and going through that hole. And unfortunately, I can't continue with the outside at this point until tomorrow because of the rain. I don't think that's a bad thing because it's Thursday anyway, and I was hoping to get it done by the end of the week. Though, I still need to work that out. It's the bracket that's going to hold the top part of the chimney to the bus so it doesn't move around. Just got to work out how I'm going to attach that. I'll sleep on that, which is not a bad thing. And I have to say, as the week's been going forward, I've been getting gradually more and more bunged up, and I can feel my body starting to just slow down a little bit. So if I can get this sorted out, then I can have a good relaxing weekend, clear this whole area, and then have a nice comfortable space to chill out a little bit. So I'm going to see if I can get this little bit done here, and then fingers crossed we'll get this finished tomorrow. That's that now set in place from the window down into the pellet burner, which is good. Let it go off. Bit of cling film over the end. You never know, sneaky droplet of water might want to go down in there, and we can't have that. So we will continue with that tomorrow afternoon because I'm assuming it's going to be really good weather. And yeah, in the meantime, we'll carry on the roof in the house, or on the house, and I'll see you in the morning. Morning. Glass bricks now, given those a clean, turned out really well. James is going to continue along the steps here. I keep calling it the steps, but it's the seat, and get that side sorted out. And me, I'm going to carry on along here. Well, it's definitely nice to see the bricks covered over there. There's a dip in that wall, so I've had to pack it out quite a lot. I'm going to leave it like that for now. Next week, come back and give it another couple of coats to get it as flat as possible before we give it the final skim. And in the meantime, James has been working along this step area, packing that out. Next week, he'll do the final rendering over that. Also next week, we're going to continue with the flooring out here. So this area should start to get to a stage next week where we're hopefully almost ready to give it the paint, which obviously we'll be doing further down the line. Anyway, I'm going to clear up now, get back. I want to sort out that pellet burner and hopefully get some heat in there. So I've just balanced that in position to see the line first of all and work out how I'm going to make sure that that is secured to the bus and it isn't going to flap around when we get some heavier winds. And this was obviously going to be, well, this part of it is the bracket that's going to hold it in, and with that thread there it's just too long, nowhere for it to attach to the bus. But I've just thought of something now that could work, so I'm going to give that a go and hopefully it'll work first time. That is proving itself to be very useful. These new gadgets from time to time when you find something and then opens up a whole new avenue of things and possibilities. Very pleased with that. Well, I managed to dent this unfortunately, but I don't need it that long, so I'm going to cut it down and hopefully it'll be high enough above the bus to not have any problems. Well, we've got some heat resistant silicone seal in that hole now, so it's all watertight, and as far as I'm concerned it's all set up and ready to test. Can't test it though at this point in time. I'm gonna have to go out and get some pellets. A couple of weeks ago when I first looked they didn't have any in stock because it's not cold, but hopefully by now, as it is the end of September, they should start getting them in. As soon as I've got that, test it, and hopefully over the weekend I'll clear out the bus and the bit on the other side and have a nice relaxing chilled weekend. We've got the glass bricks done now on the house in the village, and that's looking really good. I'm being surrounded by flies that are nibbling at my ankles, so I'm gonna, on that note, disappear. Next week we'll carry on that flat roof and get that all sorted out, and afterwards we can go back into the house, which is really good. So until next time, look after yourselves and take care. Bye bye. We got pellets. 15 kilogram bag last year, $3.99. This year though, $10.99. How much has that gone up? That's incredible, and it's only going to go up more as well. So much for the cheaper option, but I guess there isn't a cheaper option at the moment. Just got to do the best we can. See you next week. Bye bye.